Hey guys, apologies I'm not dark BB'd up even though it's still October. We're about to carve pumpkins in a little while, and I was not about to put the getup on just to take it right back off. So, sorry. If we're done at a reasonable hour, I might put it on and make more videos later, but for right now, what you see is what you get. Sorry. Anyway, so we're just doing a book review anyway, it doesn't matter that much, does it? No. But I have to admit, my mind is blown over this damn book. So I just read Bliss by Myracle over a span of 4 days. This is a 444-page book, by the way. Just throwing that out there, and I whipped through it like it was nothing. Honestly, I could have done it in 3, but Saturday I mostly spent helping polish all the chrome on my dad's car. So that took like most of the day that I thought I was gonna like finish this off during, but anyway, I digress. So, first off, I am shook that Myracle basically wrote a horror novel. But moreover, I am more shook that it's as good as it is, because this is so out of left field for her. She usually writes such fluff that I was so caught off guard that, wait, she's not just doing the thing, she's doing it well. Like, I hope she leans more into this genre, because she's really good at it. I was like, oh my god, wait. I did not see that coming. I mean, maybe I should have just given the length of it versus most of her books. I'm like, I'm intrigued. I was more intrigued because it takes place in the 60s, so you know damn well with me that's all it takes, but oh, this one is good. I am so shocked. I'm more shocked by the fact that not only it's good, not only who the author is, it actually succeeded at fucking with my head a little when I was reading it at night. That almost never happens. I was like, damn, you did the thing. Bravo. Fucking bravo. Props to you. I mean, it was possibly a combo of different factors playing into that, but you did the thing. Props where props are due. So basically, Bliss is the child of hippies that lived on a commune. Now, they deserted to Canada, and she got placed with her grandmother and put in a private prep school, basically. And she is very out of her element, doesn't quite know how to assimilate into this very different lifestyle than everything she has ever known. But she tries her best, and she immediately falls in with, like, this group of girls that aren't exactly popular girls, but they're not outcasts either. They're just kind of, like, mid-tier, you know, like, average. And that's fine, because the main girl that was supposed to be the one that, like, helps initiate her into the school pretty much flaked and cast her off onto this other girl, who kind of led her towards this group of friends that she ends up making. But she also makes friends with a girl who is very much a weirdo outcast girl, may or may not be a lesbian, and I feel like it's coded, and I'm like, I'm getting vibes. I'm getting LGBT vibes here. But it is never quite 100% confirmed. But I feel it is hinted at, like people calling her unnatural. I'm like, I see you. I see you. But at the same time, it is not quite spelled out. But it is definitely hinted at. So obviously hanging out with this girl is like social suicide, right? But she does it anyway. She sees her be like the only one to help this one girl that like fell down the stairs in like school hall, when everyone else was just laughing. And that caught her attention. She was like, okay, I'm actually going to go talk to her. 'Cause she felt like, you know, maybe kindred spirits and such. And at first, all is well. She's weird, but she's otherwise fine, as far as she can tell. A little clingy, a little needy, a little manipulative around the edges, but I mean, other than that, you know, she is who she is. But she overlooks a lot of big red flags that should have been probably pretty massive. The book is broken up chapter-wise with quotes from pop culture. There even is a Beatles one. But it's moreover, like, usually it's quotes from either the Andy Griffith Show or from the Sharon Tate murder trial, the Manson trials, the La Bianca murders, like, all of those, there's real quotes from those that break up the chapters, kind of to place a backdrop of what is happening in the world alongside the events of the story, because some of it does end up having some mirroring going on, but it definitely places a backdrop of why people would be very suspicious of hippies and such. So for her, coming from that background, she has a vested interest in wanting to fit in with just, like, normal society. Like, I'm not a bad one of them. Like, really, I'm not. It's not like that. But, anyway. So, there's a supernatural element at play every time she gets near this one building. There's just, like, creepy whispers only she can hear about blood and bones and death and things like that, where it's freaking her the hell out and she doesn't know what it is. And she eventually hears rumors about a girl who killed herself at the school many, many, many years ago. Turns out that was true, and her ghost is still very actively haunting that hall. Turns out, yeah, she was up on the 3rd floor, which is now unrenovated, unused. No one goes there. No one goes there for any reason, and it's pretty clear why. Yeah, and this ghost has a very vested interest in our main character. And she picks up on that and is not okay with this. She wants nothing to do with it. She wants as far away from that place as humanly possible, does not want to be noticed by this ghost, doesn't want anything to do with her. She picks up bad juju, and it is legit. It's legit. Because it turns out that the oddball definitely also knows about this. Not just as in a ghost tale, but also knows about all the lore behind it and the real story of what happened, because she does volunteer work at an old people's home, and there is someone there who was in a convent with the girl who offed herself at this school and everything, because apparently back then it was like a convent. It's a whole thing, and this girl was like a bad seed, basically. I won't give everything away, but very demonic shit even in life, so it makes sense that in death she fully intends to carry on what she started while she was alive. And apparently this nun knew her. She was at that convent at the same time as her. She was friends with her. She liked her. And there's a whole plot arc involving those two as well that makes itself known, that is very creepy, but at the same time very well written. I'm like, oh shit. And she's able to pick up on stuff through Bliss, even without the other girl has never met her before that day. She senses things on her. She knows. She senses the kindred spirits, and she knows that she knows the ghost. And it's like, oh shit. And she's tipping her off to stuff left, right, and center. Basically, that ghost wants to possess somebody. And she very much wants to possess that odd girl. She wants power, she wants control, she wants minions, she wants a cult, basically. It's like, oh, shit. Holy shit. Again, from such a fluffy author normally, I was not expecting any of this. I'm like, holy crap. I didn't know she had this in her. Oh my god, write more like this, please and thank you. I'm just like, holy fuck. And there's a whole thing where this odd girl out has a real hate boner for the girl that was supposed to give Bliss, like, the whole initiation thing into the school. Like, there is backstory, there is history with those two, and it's kind of one of those whole, you think you know the story until about 3/4 of the way through. Turns out, apparently, it was the other way around than what you are told early on in it. And there's, like, a whole thing there, but this girl is kind of deluded out of her little brain about this girl. And kind of just wants to see the world burn. Somebody does die in this, and again, I was caught off guard. I didn't think they'd actually go there, of all places. I was like, oh, shit! And it's not the person you'd expect it to be, either. I'm just like, what? Whoa, the way they set it up, it so looked like it was gonna be one person. And then it flips a switch, and it looks like it's gonna be another person. And then it's neither one of them! It's like, They just did that! They just did that! Oh no! Holy shit! Maybe other people saw it coming. I know, I didn't though. I would have put money on it. There was one of the other two that I suspected, but regardless. Yeah, it is very creepy spooky. It is good reading for this time of year, by the way, but it's a quick read. I mean, she does write YA novels predominantly, so it's not written in a style that's like too overly intellectually challenging or anything. It's a quick, easy read, even being this big. I realize I do read faster than most, so I mean, it might take an average person like a week to whip through it, but like, it's still a quick read. But it's a good read. Like, if you read nothing else from this author, let it be this one. Let this be the one you read. Because I would argue it is like the best thing I think she's ever written. And I have read the grand bulk of things she's written. I mean, there's some of the ones that are for like the little kids that she's written that I haven't read. I mean, I might just for completion's sake eventually circle around and include those two just for the sake of saying I've read everything she's written. I've read some of those, just for funsies, but, like, those, it's like, yeah, that's an afternoon, alright. But, I mean, because she did write the Upside Down Magic series. Those are meant for the little kids, and she wrote, like, 11, 12, 13, like, those books, she wrote that series as well. But most of her stuff is, like, aimed at teens, which, I mean, that's fine. I have nothing, I enjoy YA, not gonna lie, I like that, but, I like this author in general, but this made me like her a whole lot more than I already did. I am so glad I finally read this, because I've had this on my to-read list for years, and then just never got around to it, because I'm like, I mean, the cover's kind of creepy, gross, it's giving Carrie. Actually, I mean, it's not 100% off, but I'm so freaking glad I finally did it, because I'm like, dude, this is like my favorite thing I've ever read from her. Dude, Lauren Myracle, if somehow, some way you see this, I don't believe you're going to, but just in case you do, write more stuff like this. It was so good. It was so good. Like, I'm giving it 5 stars. Like, this was amazing. I am so blown away and impressed right now. Like, I can't even put it into words. It's just like all of the little subtle pop culture references peppered throughout there really help round out and actually, like, build up that whole vibe of it being a 60s story, even though she, by her own admission, is like a footnote at the end of the book, does admit that technically those trials did take longer than the events of this book, but I made it work around it anyway, and it's like, yeah, okay, so it's not 100% factually accurate on that score, but that's okay. It's a fiction book! You can bend history any damn way you please when it comes to fiction. That's the beauty of fiction. Half the things I write, I bend around timelines with things when it involves real events, just because it's convenient, you know? So, I don't know, but I really, really, really enjoyed this a hell of a lot more than I expected to. I am so impressed, and I'm so happy she wrote this, because, oh my god, I think she has a calling she didn't know she had. And even, like, reading, like, the acknowledgements page, I'm not sure she realized she had it in her until she wrote it. Her mom apparently gave her the idea, and God bless her mom, because wow! Wow! Like, do more of this! Anyway, that is it for this one. So, as usual, you guys know what to do. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddit. It's everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do on this channel, you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.